Hello, hi everyone out there. How are you guys doing today? And this week is like I really lost count how many weeks, but seems to be like like lockdown has become one of the very different experience to all of us, right, Adrian? What do you think
Yeah.
about lockdown?
Hi everyone. I feel that lockdown is gonna be I don't know like part of our life now for a while at least. So it's better than is I'll say that it's rather we get used to it and try to make the most out of it rather than just waiting for it to go away.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't know like seeing the cases today and I don't know when are they gonna lift this thing. So I think it's as a property agent or any kind of entrepreneur, it's actually good and important for us to adapt to the situation right now and to actually make the most out of it. Yeah, that's how I feel. So instead of just wasting time, I guess do more. I guess.
In fact, personally, I think that you know what, Eden, I have a very good experience in it. It's like how do we give the meaning to this lockdown? It's all up to us to decide because lockdown is a fact. We can't change it. Okay, we can't do anything about it, and it's a fact to us, and we have to live with it. So now, what we can control during this lockdown is how do you give a meaning in this lockdown, and it become a memory. Okay, I don't know how many of you still remember the first lockdown. The first lockdown is actually in last year, March 18, okay, and that is at probably 2 months' time. So that lockdown, probably all of us experienced that in the first time in our life, and we never expect that. Okay, even like 1 month ago, we never expect that in February. And you know what? Some doing nothing, like take it as a holiday. Okay, that could be a good meaning. Like you take it as a relax, take it as a like that, just doing nothing. Some they pick that lockdown as a period for them to learn a lot of things, like attending online classes, attend to different classes, and they just make themselves busy by doing a lot of things like very productive. Some they can just blame for like nothing for 24 hours, like just keep on blaming. So to me, what I experienced about the lockdown is that right now it's about 1.5 years from the first lockdown. And what I really learned is like what is the best memory I give it to myself during the last lockdown or during the first lockdown. It's actually doing live. I learned how to do live at Facebook Live. So that is like a good memory to me, right? It's like kickstart something else and end up into something that very fruitful, very useful. So I decided to do something on second lockdown, which is right now. I mean, of course, on and off, you have this MCO, CMCO, but as a total lockdown, I also decided to give this lockdown a different meaning, that it will leave a better memory for me in future. So I think that this is how we can control our own life and we decide our own life. Don't you think so, Adrian?
Yeah, adding to that, right? Like for those of you who are watching right now, hi, comment a hi. I want to see who is watching this. Hello, every single one of you here. And by the way, if any of your friend right now, who has been facing a bit of a issue in terms of selling property online or finding customer or not knowing what to do, lost direction, send this video to them and ask
Yep.
them to join this discussion today. Aaron and I will do Siow show almost every week, like twice a week, and
Yes.
but we don't do English live too often, right? So
Once a month.
we do it like once a month. So if any of your friends who only understand English and they want to learn something or they want to ask question, today's session is going to be like this. We're going to answer your question as well. So we have just pinned the link below. So just ask your question in our website, and then we will answer it later. Just before the session ends today, right? Yes, and adding to what Aaron said just now, right? Last year he chose to do something different, and which is live video. And look at him right now. Like this is a year ago, right? He just started like doing live video, probably not knowing what to talk about, don't know how to do the setting and all. Now it's like common for all of us, right? We can even go live anytime in our life if we want to, right? Even at 1 a.m. We did it a few times. And I say that that's actually a very good skill pickup, right? And it's benefiting him and I'm guessing for a lot of us as well, for the rest of our life by picking up the skill. So I'll say that yes, today we're gonna share 4 useful steps, right? For you to kickstart your road as a digital realtor. Okay. But before we get to that, I think Aaron has something to share. Aaron.
Yes. I think right now we've been experiencing lockdown for like almost 2 months. And like I see people set up food bank. I see people like raising out the white flag. and people needs help. Okay, and you know what? Me and Adrian can contribute to the society is that we non-stop providing, you know, our values set of knowledge that we have, that hopefully that we can actually help all of you here, that, you know, to improve your business. But today I'll actually bring out one of the very special guests just to share his experience in helping, you know, saving life out there, saving people that, you know, need foods. And after I listen to his story, his experience in helping those people, me myself feel very emotional. And me and Aaron today decided to do something new for everyone. Let's welcome Nicholas first, and then we will talk about it. Okay, Nicholas, can I have you on board? Hi, Nicholas.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Adrian.
Yeah, for those who don't know, this handsome man right in front of us is actually Nicholas Tan. Then he has a YouTube, you know, he owns a YouTube channel called Nicholas Tan Global. Okay, particularly in introducing property lifestyle in Malaysian and all these things. But Nicholas, I think recently you did something very useful that, you know, like inspired me a lot in many ways. In fact, I text Nicholas like, wow, bro, what you're doing is really inspired me. So like I heard one of the story that you shared, okay, regarding one of the guy that you help from no house to, you know, to where he is right now. Can you just share about that story to all of us?
Yeah, actually, a few days ago, I started this actually since 2nd of July. Why I started this is because one sister from the church actually reached out to me. So she got a friend, is a Muslim friend from Malacca. But both husband and wife actually residing in KL quite some time already for, you know, for work. But because of COVID, the husband actually passed away. And the sisters actually, I mean, the Muslim friends actually lost her job as well. So she needed some, you know, some money to help her for food. So few of us actually raised a little bit of money and help that sister. So after that, actually, I doing one of the episode of the video, I talk about this, and I see the response is quite a lot from my friends, from the public. So on the second video, actually, I heard about the white flats movement. So what I did actually, I called for people who willing to help. Then I asked them to, you know, tag me or message me, see whoever need help. Maybe we use the channel and raise some fund for those people in needs. So I think very fast on the second day, actually, I received a message from this guy. And he told me actually he needed some food for help. So I was thinking maybe he's actually living in some way. He still have a shelter or a house for him to stay. But what shocked me actually is actually he was living in the self-service laundry for almost 2 months.
Wow.
And when I was receiving his message on the way preparing foods for him, and I asked him, "Oh, are you living in the self-service laundry? So how are you going to cook? Do you have a cooking equipment for you to cook? So what should I buy for you?" He said, "You buy me bread enough really." So, you know, I was so sad that hearing that, and I said, "Oh, never mind, I go and buy some electricity cooker for you. So at least you can cook there. But do you have a power supply there?" He said, "Yes." So before I going there, he actually told me he was hungry for 2 days already. He was hungry for 2 days, no food at all. Yeah. So what I did actually, I bought him some food also. So when I first met him, my tears actually dropped. Really, I dropped. And after that, I think what can I do more just by sending food? What is the next I can help this guy, you know, to gain the confidence? At least, you know, find a place for him temporarily. Then after that, I asked few of the friends actually help me to follow up on this case. And some of sisters actually helped me to find some, you know, transit center for people who for homeless people. So, but most of the transit center actually they are full.
All right.
So what we do actually, we search online and find some very temporarily stay a kind of apartment, a walk-up apartment. I mean low cost apartment in Puchong area. Just happened that room actually there are some tenants. There is a tenant moving in September. But thank God that that vacant 2 months, the owner still allowed us to rent for, you know, temporarily, and for this guy. So we actually rented the apartment for him. and we sent some clothes for him. So now he actually, gained back that confidence. He's so happy right now, and he's actually working as before. He's lost his job. He's actually a renovator. Yeah, and he also have a skill of doing, plumbing, piping, pumping works. So at least now he got a shelter to live on, and also got food. Though he can contribute, and he can actually gain back confidence, continue to work for the community there, and gain some money at least for the next 50 to 60 days. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the one. But up to date, actually we help more than 20 people for the past 1 week. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your kind
That's
action.
amazing.
Every time I see Nicholas share, it really inspired me. There's so much people that we can actually help, or so much people that needed help out there. But on just our strength, a little bit of here, we can't do much. But thanks to Nicholas, that really not just contribute into our money, but he actually put it in the action as well. All right. So Nicholas, I'm sure that you still need some fund for more family, right? Like all this thing.
Yeah, as we know, Malaysia cases breaking record every day. Yeah, so I think this is the a very long battle for us, for Malaysians, to actually to go on.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a long way. So I think more family needs help.
Yeah. What, Nicholas? Me and Adrian is decided to do something for the society through you. And I think what we can do, we can actually start to, we don't say charity but start to do what we can do, that just to raise some fund to help this whoever they needed, okay, for circles of information. And then probably through you reach out to those people who are in need. And thank you so much to inspire us all first with the real story, with the real cases. And if you guys really want to see more about how Nicholas did to help all these people, you actually can just log into the YouTube and search Nicholas Tan Global. Am I right? NTG, right?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah. So that's also Nicholas Tan YouTube channel. So other than this information, you can search a lot more information about Nicholas Tan. Okay. So and I will just briefly brief all our audience here, what we will do with them, and then eventually we'll contribute some fund to you, so that we can actually help the society. I hope through a little thing that we do, we can do something to help the society as well.
Yeah, thank you for kindness and initiative also.
Thanks for inspiring all of us for all this.
Thank you for initiative. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Talk to you soon. See ya.
All right, Adrian.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
After listening to that story, I mean, really, there's a lot of people suffering right now, and then they need help. And I think what we can do is we can contribute in a small, whatever we can, right, to these people. So Aaron and I, we have a plan, right? Aaron, why don't you tell everyone what is that?
All right. That's the reason why we also choose this topic today. Okay, so we decided to open up 30 slot one-on-one consultations. Okay, and the 30 okay, so I think the criteria is very simple. So I think whoever that want to snap out, I don't know how many want to snap out this slot. So whoever that wanted to snap up this slot, okay, what you need to do is very simple. You just need to contribute 50 ringgit to any charity that you like, to anyone that you feel that you want to contribute to, or if you have nothing, you don't know who, okay, you can through us, and then we will pass it to Nicholas. Okay, of every private consultation that we do through you, you will contribute 50 ringgit to any so-called charity that you want. Me and Adrian will also contribute another 50 ringgit. Okay,
yes. We'll match you.
To match you. Or if you think that, okay, Aaron, I want to contribute more, we will match you. Okay, so how many of you will support this 30 slot? All right, because I feel that we quite.
Who would be interested to support this? Comment one, and let me know just in the comment section. Comment one, right? So we are opening up 30 private consultation slot, like what you have seen for the past few days, right? So this time no more share, just normal one. You can just get it by donating. Donating to anybody that you want, or you can go donate through us, right? We'll pass it to Nicholas, and he has him and his team will know what to do with the money. Right, and when however much money that you put in, we will match the amount that you put in, and you get a private consultation as well from both of us, me and Aaron. Okay, so how do they sign up? do they talk to you or how? Is there a link?
I think Celine will post out a link, and then later on I will just pin out the link. Or anyway, you can just go triple S, and then you just put it in any way. We'll contact you, or just private us messages.
Yeah, PM us, or you go to our website xiaoxiaoshow.com. I mean, when you go inside, I mean, you were supposed to ask question, but you can just don't ask question, or just write you are interested in the the white flag initiative that we talk about today. And then there's a lot of one. Thank you guys for supporting this. Right, Chen Chiap, Edna, Emerson, Nick. Right, yes, we'll try our best to help the society as well, to give back. Okay, thank you guys. So just the link, I think we pinned it in the comment section, right? xiaoxiaoshow.com.
So I'll just look it and pin it out. Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Then I think we can let's go into the topic today.
Yes. Okay. So now I think we are now start our topic already, right? But actually, this topic is quite related to this pandemic. Like a lot of people are just stuck. Like, hey, I've been so used to doing my business in this model. I'm so used to meeting clients. I'm so used to doing like offline viewing and all these things. Like, I've been doing this business for 10 years and this is how I do it. Then suddenly, like, lockdown. And we need to change to, digital and all these things. And I don't know how. So this is what we got into a question almost like every now and then. We decided to address it in this Siow show so that all of us will get very clear, like how to move forward. It's the first step. What's the second step, third and fourth step? To us, this fourth step will really help you to kickstart. Okay, you don't need any a lot of knowledge. Just follow this fourth step. You eventually reach out to there. Okay, let me start our first step. Okay, to share the first step. All right. So for those who really want to join our private consultation, the White Flag Initiative, later on I will share the link. But now me and Adrian will discuss about 4 useful steps first. All right. So to us, the first step, right? After we analyze, after me and Adrian sitting down and we try to see how can we help in a very simple way to let people start to kickstart their business online. I think the very first step is you need to ask yourself, what are the outcomes that you want to achieve? Okay. Definitely a lot of people say, I want more sales. But see, in order to have more sales, you need to have leads. You need to have appointment. You need to have presentation. You need to have closing. So what are the real outcome that you want to see? Only one outcome. Okay, now you think, maybe I want more leads. Maybe I want to make appointment because I actually have leads. It's just that right now stuck in between because cannot viewing. So all these leads are actually waiting. So now what you want, your outcome is I want more appointment, I want more presentation, right? Or maybe what you need to do is just like, okay, I have all this already. So I just need to familiarize myself with Zoom presentation, or I just need some resources and all these things. So different outcome will have different way to achieve it. So first, identify what are the outcome that you want to see. Because if you don't have any outcome, anything is kind of relevant. Facebook or relevant. Oh, do Insta story reels is relevant. TikTok also relevant. But what you want to achieve at the end of the day, if you do all these things without any outcome, it will just touch and go without anything. Right, Aaron? What do you think?
I want to say that, yes, that's very important because early on this afternoon, we just had a session with one of the private consultation, right? He said that he wanted to do branding, right? Reels and all. But then at this point, right, we always got to ask ourselves, right, which kind of stage are you at, right? So if right now you don't even have enough funds for you to survive, right, I think building a brand might not help. Because we are a human being, we gotta eat, right? Like, we have our basic need, unless you are waiting for, money to drop from the sky, which is kind of impossible. And why I'm saying that, why wouldn't I recommend you to like start with branding initially, like if you don't have enough fund to survive? Because when you do brand, when you do reels, when you do live video, infographics and all, it will not give you like return immediately. That's basically just how branding and marketing works, right? It doesn't like bring you ROI immediately. It's gonna take time for you to build trust and build followers, and eventually then you can monetize your audience and followers. It doesn't come like over like 1 week or 1 month. Okay, so instead do something else that can bring you the immediate result, which is like contacting client, right? Do more presentation. How? Okay, we're gonna talk about later on. So like Aaron said, understand your outcome first. Because right now at this point, what do you want? We all want more sales. We all want more revenue. That's for sure. But as of this point right now, before you achieve that more sales, the X amount of target they want to hit, right? What are the smaller steps and smaller target that you want to hit? That determines what action you're gonna take right now for the next few weeks. Yeah.
In fact, I feel that, right, a lot of people knowing what to do, but they just don't know what is the outcome. So they just lead to nowhere, So understand outcome. Second step, understand what are the available platform. Example, you may say that, hey, I want to get more leads. So what are the available platform that you want to leverage on? Okay, today we are talking about digital. Today we are talking about like putting yourself out there. Okay, so where you want to put yourself? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or Clubhouse, or some other platform that we may not mention here. There's so many platforms out there. Email marketing is one of the platforms as well. Yeah. So what are the platforms that you want to learn or you are already familiarized with it? Okay. So there's no right or wrong answer here. It's just that different platform that you choose, probably you'll reach out to different markets. All right. That's you need to know. And then probably you'll reach out to different kind of like objectives as well. Example, like TikTok, you deliver the message in very different way compared to Facebook, right? So Instagram, you can also deliver the message in very different way, photo, reels, or even just a simple story. So Clubhouse, you also can deliver your message in probably just a pajamas, and that is also differently. So what is your strength? What are the available platform that you see yourself can relate to it? Yeah, what do you think about this, Adrian?
I'll say that just pick one. You never know. You
there's no
never
right
know.
or wrong
Like,
answer here. Yeah, there's no right or wrong answer here. Just to pick one that you feel that is right for you.
yes,
all right.
Because what is right for you might not be right for me. Right.
Yes.
I admit I'm not good at writing because like I can't really write. That's why I'm taking so long to write my book. Right. But some of you watching this right now, you might not be good at video, but you are a very good writer. Then you should go with that. Right. So like Aaron said, I just said, please just pick one that you feel most comfortable, that you feel like it's you, right? Don't try to be some that. Okay, video might not be suitable for you, but video might be the one of the most popular way to get known to by people, right? To build a brand. But if you really can't be a video person and you force yourself to be, right, eventually you're not gonna be happy anyways. So I mean, why would you want to go through that route? Pick something that you do every day that you feel happy about, right? If you can write more, and if you can write every single day, trust me, a lot of people read one. Just very quick one. How many of you here actually read a long article on Facebook just recently for the past few days, right? Any topic, about any topic. Commentary, and let me know in the commentary that you still see some posts go viral, like long article, maybe 2,000 words in there, right? How many of you guys still read this kind of article? If you do, commentary in the comment section. Because I'll say that like a lot of people may think that writing and blogging is no longer working, but you yourself are still reading. So tell me, why is it not working? So it's whether you are taking the action. And by the way, all these people who write long messages, right? If you go look at their profile, they are used to writing long messages anyways, because it's just a style for someone to express their knowledge and share their knowledge to everyone else. It doesn't have to be video, audio. It could be words. Just, adding to Aaron's. Yeah. So the first step, understand your outcome, and second is to pick any available platform. So platform-wise, right? Yeah, like we say, pick the one that you are more congruent with. Like if you look at Reels and TikTok, you will see that yes, the kind of video is very different from whatever we are doing right now. Like this live video is, quite formal discussion. Two people talking. We're talking about a topic. But if you go to TikTok and Reel, you will see that most of the video are more fun.
Yes. Fun to look. And you'll be edited to just watch and see the list. You just scroll and scroll.
Yeah. And if you enjoy doing that kind of video instead of doing this kind of long form talk show, go ahead and do that. Do you, right? I would say that everyone has their own way of breaking through, and this is just we prefer this way. And it's not to say that we are not doing the video, but we have other ways of doing the TikTok and Reels video. If you want to know, you can check out my Instagram profile. That's how I reuse my content as my TikTok and a Reels video.
Yeah. So third, is to understand your available resources. And what is this different from platform? Platform means you need to pick different places like, social media and all these things. But available resources may be someone else that very familiar with. Okay, example, right now I want to present a project, but I'm not, like familiar with this project. This will stop me going to present, or I can leverage on some other people's strength. Some may actually tell me, hey, Aaron, you know what? I actually familiar with this project. It's just that the lockdown came too sudden and I forget to take picture of it. And right now, even though I can present, but I can't really show the photo of the showroom and all these things. So this actually stopped me from presenting. So what you actually don't understand here is like, why don't you leverage on other people? Why don't you just ask around your colleague that whoever have this showroom photo, either can share to you or either you can leverage him to be a presenter instead of letting your buyer wait. And by the time you open up, the buyer may really change your mind and say, oh, sorry, I'm not going to buy anymore. Or probably, sorry, like, I think I changed my mind, So, like, what are the things that you can leverage on? What are the things that you may not have but you need it, and then you can somebody else have it? Okay, and it could be knowledge, it could be just as simple as resources, a piece of information, or just some people talent. Okay, I think that a lot of people don't understand how to leverage on people talents. Like I see a lot of new agent out there were saying that I'm still new, I'm not confident in doing Zoom presentations. And I just asked her, like, why don't you just like leverage on somebody that has already did a lot of Zoom presentations and just pass the leads to him? I'm sure him or her that person will help you, like just to present if you know how to split the commissions. And that is what you are leveraging on other people's talents. Like in property investment, we are talking about OPM, other people money, other people resources, right? And this, I would say that a lot of people don't really understand how to use resources around you.
Yeah. You see, we can go on and on about these resources. Like everybody comment in the comment section, comment resources, right? And sometimes it's not just about resources. It can be about resourcefulness, right? How resourceful are you? If you don't have the resources at your hand, right? Like, okay, I forgot to take video of the showroom, right? I forgot to take video of the skill model and all. But what you can do is you can be resourceful by asking people, right? I'm sure that people around you, they have this kind of thing like preparation for their own, the presentation. Ask them for it, right? I would say that this is the world of cooperation between different human beings, right? You ask for something, but make sure that you give back some lah, right? It's the kind of win-win situation, ma. Right, so it's whether you are resourceful, and that's one thing. Another thing is this, about other people's talent. Right, earlier, Aaron mentioned this. Right, some people tend to think that okay, when I come into this entrepreneur industry, right, I want to do it all. I want to do from A to Z, right, from finding customer to making appointment with the customer to presenting the customer and closing the customer. The whole thing, I want to do everything. I want to eat a whole piece of cake. No problem. You can do that if you are skillful and you have all the resources. But if you're new, right? How many of you guys are new? If you're new, meaning you joined this industry for less than 1 year, comment 5 and let me know comment 5. Right? If you're new, right, I'll suggest that you try to leverage other people's resources. Right? You see, a lot of people might think that okay, how? One way is to actually do recycle lead calling. Right? Some people may have run a lot of ads. They have a ton of database that they don't have time to recycle through. Keyword here, time. They don't have time. So they don't have one resources that you might have, especially those who are new, less than 1 year, right? If you still can't have the own ability to generate lead, I think one of the best way to actually generate lead is to recycle these customers. Like talk to these people with database and you spend your time. They have the resources of lead, and you have your own resource, which is time. You can work together and try to make something out of all this database that it's been sitting there for years, maybe months, right? So I think that that's actually one of the quickest way that you can do something to activate yourself during this time period, right? Yep. So understand your available resources. You have time, talk to people who has lead, then you can help them, and in a way, both of you will win because he don't have time and you have time. You don't have lead, he has lead. You work together, you get appointment, you close case, everybody wins. I would say
don't do everything yourself if you don't know how to do it. Always use the like what Adrian said with resourcefulness, like how to utilize the resources around you, it may end up you close more deal than ever.
1 plus 1 always is bigger than 0. And 1 plus 1 bigger than 2, bigger than 2.
Yeah,
Because
you have to make it bigger than 2.
In math, right, 1 plus 1 equals to 2, right? But in business, I strongly agree that and believe that 1 plus 1 always bigger than 2. Because today, whatever you do right now is about leveraging each other. It's not just about like, oh, me and you add together and then you get something. No, you are getting more like out of just being 2.
Right. All right. Now the last one. The last one is always stay connected, okay, with your buyer or potential buyer. See, we might actually reach out to a buyer, but however, buyer right now they may have a lot of concern about buying property, or some they actually do the booking, but we may not know when will be the open up of the market yet. Okay, so what you need to do right now is always stay connected. So how to stay connected? Okay, you must have a system to follow up, to understand the buyer. Like, you know, we always encourage our team member to do one thing, like from time to time, why not send some Starbucks to your buyer? Why not send some cake to your buyer or fruits to your buyer? You know, things like, it's not about how much is price. It's about how you make people remember about you. Yeah.
Literally, one of my student, right, the other day, he listened to our Starbucks strategy. I think few weeks ago, we talked about it. And he really did send, I think, 5 or 6 Starbucks to his client just past few days. He did that. For what reason? So that he keep the relationship warm, because this buyer, they already like talk to him on phone like for a few hours, seen some showroom video, but they can't make any decision before seeing the actual showroom. So yes, we understand that right now it's kind of impossible for client to come out and see the showroom because the showroom is not even open, right? So what does he do? What he did is just getting just to stand Starbucks so that the relationship between him and the client is being kept warm. So when they meet eventually after MCO, then there might be a deal. So this is one way, right, to do it. Another way would be sending videos to your client. You see, most of the property agents out there, right, when customer asks for information, they send me more info before I make the decision whether to Zoom with you or not, right? What they send is actually just a bunch of pictures and, you know, some long form WhatsApp message and forward to
very formal or very standard format from developers, you know, like all this information.
Who does this? If you do this, comment 6 and let me know comment 6, right? When your client asks for information, you just, oh, okay. You go find your past messages, then you send forward to your client, and you expect them to read it. Yeah, some will read it, some won't, right? Because they do this all the time. Like buyers have so many different kind of Facebook ad. When they ask this agent send this, that agent send that. So many different agents send different information or similar format to this buyer. All they will get is kind of like clouded by all these pictures. So why don't you do something different, right? Record a video of yourself talking about this property, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, again, if you are good with video, go ahead. If you really are not good with video, then you go make some animated video of your property, you know, scale model, whatever. Then you do a voiceover, right? Voiceover, okay lah, right? If you cannot do voiceover, then how do you even record your voice when you are talking on WhatsApp, like WhatsApp voice recording? It's the same thing, what? Just do the same thing, right? Voiceover video, send to your client. So at least when they receive that information, it's no longer in just picture or text format, right? It's a 2 to 3 minute video of yourself talking about that property. And that leaves a different kind of impression. First of all, stay connected with the buyer, right? So now the buyer is actually seeing you in picture talking about that property. Usually that leaves a better impression than just, you know, an image on your WhatsApp profile. So I would say that this is another way for you to keep connected with your client, right? Especially in those.
I think right now with technology enable us to do it like with creativity. You know how to do. You can do a lot of things. Like for example, if you don't want to record yourself, you can, like what Adrian said, use the photo of that like scale model or a showroom, and then you can put some animation like arrow, simple animation. You know, like right now I'm talking here swimming pool. You know, 20 floor, 30 floor. Let's say we shall buy, you know, then at least you know, okay, facing north, south, east, west, or any way that having a good view, you know, things like this. You can actually do voice over, and you can use a simple apps called CapCut and all these things, and there you go. You can just produce a video less than 15 minutes. And the more you use it, eventually you produce a video like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do a long one. Don't do something like 1 hour. If I receive something like 1 hour, like huge in file size, technically I would not want to download it. Like, wow, you send me like a movie, is it? So you do something like very short, like probably in like 3 minutes, people easy to commit. They know that they are saying something. And one thing for sure, you have to deliver the message in a very short way. I mean, like you don't drag your message like
Be concise, straight to the point.
Straight to the point. After 1 minute, like if you beat around the bush, what I will do is, what many buyers will do is, they just quit.
Yeah.
What is the
They don't
purpose?
find it useful. Yeah.
You don't reach your outcome. You see, you don't reach your outcome by sending this video and you hope people seeing it. You put in your efforts, but there's no outcome. So it's not about how much effort they put in. It's how effective you deliver it. Okay, and you know that people will see this message. Like even like make it within a minute or 1.5 minutes. People easy to commit, and then you can always communicate after that. And then you have a second series, third series, fourth series, fifth series. And there you go, 10 minutes.
Yeah, you don't spend 10 minutes in one shot. You go like 2 minutes one day, then the next day 2 minutes, then the next day 2 minutes, then the next day. So like that, it's easier for a customer to have micro commitment, to commit to whatever message that you try to deliver, right?
To watch it. So right now, think into another perspective. It's the best strategy to do all these things. Like what I want to share right now, the 4 strategies here. You know why? Because buyers having a lot of time staying at home. They are finding something else to do. It's like literally there's too much time and then they don't know what to do. So information like this, they will tend to download it and listen, and then they will start communicating. So don't waste this beautiful opportunity that, of course, we don't want it, but since it's already a fact to us, like we have to be locked down. And why don't you make full use of it? Okay, connect with your buyer, reach out to more potential buyer, and then eventually they turn to your buyer, turn to your contacts that you can follow up with them for a long time. So I think that turn this MCO or FMCO to be your best memory ever by creating something, or just simply by improving your skill. That's it.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it, right? But by the way, the topic today is to kickstart lah. Okay, the topic today is suitable for those who haven't done anything on the digital realm yet. So I think this is the time, and using our suggestion earlier, you can kickstart. But for those who are already practicing this, kudos for you. And what you need to do is actually just be consistent and just keep doing it, right? Because I know a lot of idea and advice is very simple. The tough part is to consistently keep doing it, right? Doing live video is not hard.
Don't worry, Adrian, we have one-on-one private consultation right now.
Oh, yeah. Then you can ask us more about that. Like what are your like other problem obstacles we can help you to overcome that, right? But what I want to say is right. Today, doing live video like this is simple. Like just 1 month do one time can no problem. But how many of us can consistently doing this like every 2 weeks, 2 times per week, right? Sometimes even we can go 3-4 times per week. And I myself, I try to do every day, right?
That's crazy.
The key thing is the consistency right here. Like how consistent are you in terms of whatever that you're doing right now? Like if once you understand your outcome, like what's my outcome? I want to help more people like you, like watching this video at home, right? Not knowing what to do, not sure what to do, like right now to actually get some sales during this MCO period, right? That's my outcome. Then you got to understand what's your outcome. Like why are you doing all these things, right? Like for long term or for short term. Short term, then you go do more calling, right? Long term, then you got to build some brand, right? To use the available platform right now. There's so many out there: YouTube, TikTok, Reels, right? If you don't want to use, you want to use audio only, use Clubhouse or Spotify. Record a long form discussion without showing your face, right? You can do that on Spotify. People might listen as well. Like Aaron, show them your thing, the thing that you bought for running. Did you have it?
It's not with me right now. It's outside.
Yeah. Aaron got a new habit, okay, recently, which is jogging. I tell everyone about that.
Okay. In fact, I'm not fans of exercise. all this while. I mean, I think a lot of people having the same, problem with me. Like exercise is important, but I'm not a fan of it. I know it's important, but I just lazy to kickstart it. So I try to find a meaning for me to kickstart exercise. So I try to do it. Every time when I want to do it, that 1-2 minutes before I kickstart is the stressful part. Is I need to drag myself to kickstart. Of course, once I kickstart, I will do it. So now I try to find a good meaning to it. So every time I go exercise, I will wear that so-called MP3. And then that MP3, I put a lot of self-help video, which I usually don't have the time for that. Like, I mean, I can't expect to listen one hour video doing nothing, right? So that good 1.5 hours while I'm doing exercise, I'm actually learning something. And right now, that really motivates me to do something else.
You see, like this is actually killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Going to exercise, you get health, and you listen to something and you get knowledge, right? But here's the point, guys. Some people actually don't want to watch video, especially video like this, like where this live video is probably gonna be 1 hour. Who has time to rewatch this for 1 hour, right? I want to ask, how many of you guys are actually, while rewatching this live video or any other live video, you're doing something else? If you do that, comment 6 and we're not comment 6, right? You do 2 things at the same time. Right. Yes, although this is a video, but you are just listening instead of watching it and you are doing something else. Right. So guys, a lot of people actually are doing this multitasking, like Aaron just now he mentioned. So instead of just doing video, right, you can actually do a long form like discussion with your friend or just yourself, like sharing your opinion and knowledge that you have about property, market, or whatever. Record it, maybe 30 minutes long, put it on Spotify. It's free, by the way. And people can listen to it while they are doing that thing, jogging and stuff.
I think what you say is very interesting, Adrian. Like, probably you can pick 1 or 2 colleagues. We choose a topic, let's say, why invest in Damansara? Okay? Just simple topic like this. And then 3 of us or 4 of us will be going into the Zoom and we start contributing idea. Like 4 of us. And then eventually what you need to do is just remove the so-called image.
No. Zoom you can download audio one.
Oh, can? Is it? I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. Then what you need to do is just download the audio and then upload to somewhere else. You can even upload to YouTube. And that picture, probably you can put it like your 4-person picture also can, or the whole video also can. Or as simple as a Damansara project that also can. But what is important is that you already produce content. You start producing content. And this content, it's not about let people seeing it that simple. It's about you can say it to your buyer. It's about saying, Mr. Buyer, this is how me and my colleague, talking about this area. And if you have time, I know it's a bit long, but what you can do is just listen to it. And you won't know out of 10 buyers, maybe 1 or 2 buyers listen because it's too long, right? Unless you cut it into a bit size. Or probably you can tell your friend, okay, we discuss every 5 minutes and then we take a break, something like that. Then you can cut. Yep. It's a lot of way. Like I say, pick a resource, pick a platform. Yeah, pick a platform. So that is also called leveraging. You may not know about Damansara. You do a section like that. Get all the top sales together. Get your team member together. Let's discuss. Why? Then you can start to ask questions like objection handling. That's this content is yours. 4 of you share this content.
And by the way, whatever Aaron said just now, like inviting people to your Zoom session or whatever, that is actually understand your available resources, which is the people around you. Human is the best resources, right? Of course, you gotta maintain a relationship, don't just take, right? Find a way to give back, So I think that's the mindset that you should have.
You can offer to edit the video, and then they can have it a version of themselves. They can send it to your buyer as well. Yeah, I think a lot way to do. So start to think about it, what you can do to digitalize your business.
Yeah. Okay.
How many of you learned something
So
today?
I hope that this little sharing can help you guys. Who learned something today? If you learned something today, comment yes in the comment section. Comment yes, I want to see it. Comment yes. And by the way, do screenshot this live video. Screenshot it. If you find value from this live video, screenshot this live video, and then you tag us on Instagram. Like put it on any story. Our tag is actually down here. Then just below our name, our thing, and then tag us and let us know what you learned today. What's the most resonating idea that you learned today? Tag us in the IG story. We want to see it. Okay. So I think next we were gonna move on to Q&A. If you have any question to ask us, right, we have actually just pinned our link to ask question in our comment right there. If you have not seen it, let me just post it one more time. Right, siow.com. You can ask your question and then we will answer it. And we have a few questions right now, and let's try it. Okay, Aaron, shall we answer the first question or?
Yeah, or you want to have any English version kind of questions?
Yes,
you want to
I have
have
one question here.
Okay.
I have one question. Let me send it to you so you can.
Sure.
Yeah. So the question is, should I over prepare? What if my content is wrong? Yeah. actually, I get this question a lot, right? Yes, I want to share my knowledge. I want to share, my view, my opinion, and things like this. But what if my content is wrong? Okay, Aaron, what do you think about this?
Personally, I think that there is no right or wrong content if you assess it with your peers, with your leaders, and all these things. There's only relevant or not relevant content. To me, a content is a content, right? A content is a content, but it's just a different point of view to the content. However, I think that if you plan your content carefully, it won't go that wrong. It's just how right. All right. So in other words, let's say today you want to prepare content. What you can do, you don't just straight away switch on your camera and start recording. What you can do is you can actually plan with your peers, with your leaders, with your colleagues, so many people that you can sit down together with. And I'm talking about this, and I want to keep it short. I just want to keep it like less than 5 minutes, and I will cut it to two like A and B type of content. So for the first 2 minutes, I'll talk about this, and the second 2 minutes, I'll talk about this. What do you guys think? And with that, I'm sure that it won't go very wrong. It's just how right, yeah. So there's nothing called over prepare, because every time when you answer to different buyer or you answer to different situations, you need different content. Yeah, some buyer prefer video format. Some buyers say, I can't, like especially during midnight time. Sometimes I still play my phone, and if anyone that will voice message me, I will just say sorry. It's actually my wife is sleeping, and if you can just type. So at different point of time, you may need different content. So what if you have all this content ready? Oh yeah, I have this. I can save it a PDF. So that is the best time that I will read, because it's like going to sleep, but I can't, and I still playing my phone, and then I trying to see anything for me to see anything interesting, and suddenly you send me a PDF. Okay, I take a look. And usually I won't listen to anything with voice, because that will make a noise. Yeah.
Yes. And I would say that the content, right? I mean, you're probably asking this, right? What if whatever you say in the video or the audio is wrong, right? So I would say, which is why it leads me to something. Don't talk about topic that you don't understand, right? Don't put yourself in a position where you are vulnerable and you don't know that topic enough and you still want to talk about it, right? It's okay to admit that you don't know something. Okay, I always say this, right? Today, if let's say during a live video or you get asked a question that you don't know, right? What you need to do is very simple. Just respectfully say that I don't know the answer, and I'll find the answer in the next video, and I'll get back to you, right? So this is the thing, the mindset that a lot of people are afraid of, because they feel like whenever I do live video, right? What if in the live video, because this is live, right? I could have said something wrong, and then there's no editing, right? What if the content is wrong? What if I said something wrong? Well, if you really did something wrong, right? My suggestion is this: admit that you are wrong and apologize in the next video. I gave a few wrong facts in my past few live video. Really, I did, right? Some numbers, just because during live video, I forgot the exact number or the exact code or whatever, right? Then I say it, and then what happens afterwards? In the comment section of my live video, I just said, at this time I said this, but I was wrong, right? This is the correct thing. Just do that, and your audience will forgive you, because they will rather you be an honest person who admit that you're wrong, rather than you covering up all your that you do during live video. So I say that you don't need to over prepare. Just go with the topic that you're familiar with and do it. And if you really did something wrong or said something wrong, right, admit that you're wrong and say whatever is the correct version.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think you won't be over prepared. It's just that what is a different format you can prepare, and what are the content that you're familiarized with, and then confident to speak about it. Yeah, because you know what, if you're not confident with the content and then you still want to speak about it, actually that video itself will already know that you're not confident in this thing. So it actually don't give a lot of points. So so we move on to second questions.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Right.
Let's do it.
So second question. Okay, Adrian, you want to just brief a bit of the initiative that we have?
Oh yeah. For those of you who just joined in, right? We and Aaron, we are doing something to support the White Flag program lah, right? So we're opening up actually 30 slot for our time, right? For private consultation if you want. So to get in is very simple. Just donate 50 ringgit to any of the foundation or charity that you want to donate to, or you can go through us. Earlier on, we have invited Nicholas Tan, which is a person from our company, and he's very involved in one of the program. You can donate through him as well. It's only 50 ringgit, or if you want to donate more, you can donate more as well. And however much you donate, right? Me and Aaron will match the donation amount to support the Wi-Fi program, and we're gonna give you a private consultation as well. So to do that, to join, to support this effort, right? Same link. Go to the siow.com link, right? Just fill in your info, and in the question part, right? Just say that you are interested in the White Flag program, and then our admin will talk to you afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
in the link.
White Flag initiative.
Yeah. White Flag initiative. Okay. We just saw someone connected already. Thank you. Hopefully that if you're interested, then you can. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Next question. How do we find content, and how to be so fluent and in life and so fast to create video? Okay. What I'll say that first thing is practice makes perfect lah.
Perfect.
So I'll say that how to be so fluent in life, how to do video so fast, right? It's all about how used to it are you. Okay, when we do live video and all, first few live video, not good one. Ask Aaron, right? First few live video, we forgot what we want to say. We tend to mumble a lot. We forgot how to do engagement with the audience, right? All these things. But how do we get so fluent? By doing it a lot. This I don't know which live is this already. Probably like 500 or something like this, right? And creating video is about another thing, right? When we are thinking about creating short video, right? Not live video, short video. A lot of people may think that, it's a lot of effort lah. Like what if I NG a lot, right? How do you create a video so fast? My suggestion is do a live video like this, and then you cut it into shorter form video. So that way, right, you won't give yourself excuse of NG, one more time, right? Although it might not have the best camera angle, there's only one angle right here. But I will say that the quality of a video is not determined by how many angle, what is the lighting, what is the background. The quality of a video determines by the message that you deliver to your audience. That's my point. Aaron, what do you think?
Okay, personally, I think that like just now we talk about the 4 steps. Remember, the first step is always the outcome. Like, why are you doing this live video? What are the message? What are the one message that you want to deliver to the audience? Like today, the one message that we want to deliver to the audience is actually the 4 useful steps to kickstart your route to digital routers. Of course, we planned for it, we brainstormed for it, and we came out the 4 steps, right? So same things. So what are that message? It's not about opening live, and then you say, can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it live now? Hi, hello, and then after that, you suddenly went blank. Like today, my name is da, and how are you? It's like there's no point. So what is the purpose of having this live? Is it having this live for like, okay, I want to share about this location, or I want to share about, example, leasehold versus freehold, or I want to share about mixed development, or I want to share about why investing during this period, or I want to share about moratorium. So there is always one strong message. So you see, the idea here is like how to find content, right? The content can leverage on news. We have this moratorium term. So just do more research about moratorium. What are the good and bad, and like eventually what are the interest, and how people calculating the interest. In fact, you can do a Google, the Excel sheet or whatsoever, just to let people key in the loan amount, everything, and then they know how much is the interest that they want to pay at the end of the day. So there's so many content if you leverage enough. Okay, exactly. So if you don't know where to leverage enough, look back to your product selling point. Each of the selling point is the content. Mixed development is a content. Freehold or leasehold is a content. Okay, location is a content. Probably like facilities is also a content. Some people having like different facility like rooftop pool. How to enjoy this lifestyle and why people choose that. Okay, and there is so many content. You just need to look around and how to create and what are the message you want to send. Example, you can't say that, oh, just because it's rooftop pool, I want to do a content for it. But what is the message you want to send it out? So probably you can say the importance of invest in lifestyle condo.
Yeah.
Attract tenant, do this and that. Yeah.
One more thing is how many of you guys actually face a lot of different kind of rejection from your client when doing presentation? If you do comment 7, and let me know comment 7, right? Let me tell you, every single one of those rejection, right, is a content. Because there's definitely you have a way to overcome that rejection, right? Why don't you just write down whatever rejection that you got from a client and make a video and talk about that rejection? Then that is a content. How do you find content? Look at all the problem that you are facing in your career, right? Rejection is a problem, right? Another way would be going to forums, different kind of like forums, and actually find out what other people are complaining about certain type of topics related to property. Those are your content. Okay, so content is everywhere.
Yeah,
okay?
you just need to look around, and then make it. You don't do a video that share too much thing. I mean, people don't get it. Like I say, only one message that you can share out, but one message can have different step, different point, 3 points to support this message. Like why invest in lifestyle condo is so important, 3 points, and why investing in mixed development, 3 points. So different video, different content. So there you go. You can have many content. Yep. Next questions. Thank you for all the questions. I would say that
yeah, keep it coming, guys. Sign up more the question like in the link below. Sign up more question and we will answer it today.
Is engagement ads more important for branding video, putting money, or just try to get organic viewer to be consistent better? Adrian, your thought?
Okay, both. Both. Okay, if you have extra money for you to run ads to actually get more people to know you, right? Do it. Because investing in brand will not give you immediate ROI, but investing in brand will give you a long-term ROI, right? Well, so why I say both? You cannot just rely on one, right? Because when we say initially in this conversation, whatever you do online, like especially in terms of giving out knowledge and also sharing value to people, right? It's about consistency, right? Yes, you got the word right, be consistent. I would say that getting organic view and get consistent, that's one thing. But if you need, right, if you want to like get your words out there, there's a specific video that is actually getting more attention and it's a good content. It's just that you need to get more people to watch it and actually view it, then use money. Because organic view, right, takes time. When you don't have a lot of followers on Facebook, usually you can only reach so much people unless the content is like very, very relevant. Then more people will share it, then you can get a lot more organic view. Even if you really can get a lot of organic view from that particular video, right, I will still suggest you that one day the organic view will stop, right? Because this is just Facebook algorithm. When the post is already too old, right, then even if people still share it, right, the reach will be a lot lower compared to initially. So one day the organic view will just dies off. So, but it's a good content, or else no people will share, correct or not? Then if it's a good content, why not put some money to show it to more people that you couldn't possibly reach earlier because your original follower base is just not too big. I myself did this, right? I will give you one example. Last year during this MCO, right? I actually had a very viral post in my page, talks about actually top 10 secret of Zoom that not many people know, because Zoom is such a new topic, and people don't know that. Then, by the way, there's a lot of hidden thing inside. So for those of you who are watching on my page, if you just want to watch it, I just comment Zoom, then I'll send you the top 10 hidden feature. But anyways, that particular post, right, got viral. So what I did, I pay money and I show it to even more people because I want to make it more viral. It's a good content, right? Or else people won't share it. And what I saw is this: even if I share, my organic reach is good, what I can do is make it even better. And I have some extra fund for my brand, and I just did it. Just let more people get to know me, right? So I would say that if you have some winning content in your page, that you know that the content is good and people are sharing it, people are liking it, people are watching it, spare some money to boost it to more people. Yeah, that's my suggestion to you.
Yeah, so I think eventually is to have more content so that you have an opportunity or chance to get your content get viral, and then eventually you know which content you need to spend money. I think that like you need to really choose your resources, right? Like money is part of resources as well. Like which content you want to spend more money, and which content probably you spend less or you don't even need to spend it. And that is up to your decisions. So yeah, it's depending on how are you generating your content, and the key here is be consistency. That is always the key. Okay, then we came to the next question.
Hopefully answer your question. Okay, if you're watching this right now, if we answer your question right, let us know. If you need more clarification, write in the comment section, and we'll answer it. Next question.
How to balance between personal branding and sales? I believe.
Yeah, and sales lah. Aaron, what do you think?
Wow, I love this question. Okay, like depending on which stage are you at, like if let's say you're a newbie or consider new or consider like any age in the industry below 2 years old, I will say that put your 80% in sales, but always have a 20% activity in building your personal branding. You see how me and Adrian just see this thing is like this. Personal branding won't give you immediate result. Like you don't do personal branding today, tomorrow you switch on a Facebook and you see PM, I'm interested, I'm keen. No, you won't get that. But you need to understand what are the things that you need to do for short term that you can get immediate result. And that will be your bread and butters. Example, run ads, content that useful for attract buyers, things that will get buyer to communicate with you. These are all short-term strategy. But you don't forget about long-term strategy. You see, what is the biggest difference for a rent who did 5 years and then invest a little time in personal branding, and a good rent that also did 5 years of experience but do nothing about personal branding is 5 years down the road, people will know this person A who did personal branding, and eventually buyer will came to him automatically. All right, and person B will be nobody in the business, although he did 5 years, and people who don't know him, only the buyer know him. That's it. So personally, I think that long-term strategy always personal branding, but personal branding won't give you immediate result. Some of our colleague that I think Adrian interviewed, that he told us that he needs 6 months to 1 year just to get the first leads, unless you can wait that. But I strongly not encourage, because I don't know what you will do this 6 months after that. Even the lead came in, you're not relevant already. Oh, sorry, I'm no longer selling property anymore. You see, so personal branding, you start seeing the effect like after 2 to 3 years, and that's where people will start to talk to you, you start to create a lot of trust in the markets. Okay, your authority is there, and people start talking about your name. So there it goes. You can use this, leverage on this to do event, to do Facebook Live. You have followers, you have like fans, and that it make your business much easier. But it won't came in day one.
So yeah, like we said earlier, like depending like if you're a newbie and you just got into this industry, survival is the most important thing. And personal brand will not give you immediate result, right? Personal brand needs time. So if you are really new in this industry, I would suggest that maybe 80-20, 20% time you do the personal brand, 80% time you do the actual sales activity, which is calling the customer and presenting to the customer and following up the customer. And be sure of one thing, right? The 4 steps that we talked about earlier, right? One of it is actually stay connected with your buyer, right? And we suggested that you use video to send to your buyer. This is actually part of personal branding as well. Film a video of yourself talking about certain topics, right? Maybe property news like moratorium lah, HOC lah, whatever. You can send that video to your client. And by the way, guys, if you spend that time to record that video as your personal brand, and you send it to your client, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone as well. You get your personal brand and you can follow up with your client. How good is that, right? 2 things. So I'll say that 80-20, 70-30 in the beginning, right? But once you are already stable, this is the important part. Some people, right, when they get stable sales, and they just want to keep doing that because I found a winning formula, right? I can just keep getting my sales in already. Why do I need to do personal brand? I should go 100% on my sales. You can do that for 1 year, maybe 2. But don't forget that we are all human beings. One day you'll get tired, right? So don't wait until the day where you already hit the wall and you are already tired and say, 5th year in my industry, and I'm still calling my customer.
I'm still nobody in the industry.
Yeah,
You may
I'm
make
not-
money, Don't get us wrong,
Yes.
In 5 years
You
you
make
may
money.
survive well. You probably make a lot of money. But the sad thing is like, if your neighbor wanted to buy a property, probably not your neighbor next door, but your neighborhood, people wanted to buy property. He
They
don't
don't
know how to look for you. He
Yeah.
look for your colleague. And that is the saddest part. What if they know, oh, this guy actually is my neighbor. He's so famous. And
Yes.
oh, I want to buy property. I should just go to ring the bell. Hey, hi, I want to buy property,
There we go.
Yeah, the branding is for long-term effect. It's because of the collective small action that you did along the way that you create a lot of trust, you give a lot of value, that people keep seeing you consistently, and then all the value that they gotten, they find it very useful, they love it, they share it, okay? And this is what is all about branding. Branding is not just about logo. Branding is not just about how you color it. Branding is the reason or a meaning behind the logo that how people resonate you. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So
I would
it's
say
a collective or small thing that you did over a time period.
Yeah. So depending on the time frame, like if you're already a top performer that you have a lot of sales coming in already, I would say that maybe now is time. You're stable, you have money already. So why not take this opportunity right now for you to spend some time on branding, which will not give you immediate result, but it will give you a better result in the future. Right?
True.
So yeah. So depending on which phase are you at.
Hey, since this video we are dedicated for White Flag Initiative, right? Can all of us just share one more time?
Yeah, just share it to your
I will get Adrian to brief what is the initiative about before we go into the second questions, right?
Yes. We still have questions, and we really enjoy all your questions. Ask us more. By the way, guys, share this video to your friend if you find it benefit. You learn something from this video, right? Share with your friend, and don't forget to screenshot this live video, and post it on your IG story and tag us, right? Our thing is the handle is actually just our name, right?
Yeah.
Do it, and then write one thing that you learned today. And by the way, share this video so that we can help to reach the message out to more people, because we are doing the Wi-Fi initiative as well, right? And for those of you who just joined, right, we actually, me and Aaron, we try to give back to the society as well, right? Today we're giving out 30 spots of private consultation session, right? This time you don't need to share to earn it, right? You just need to donate to any of the body that you chose to, or you can choose to donate through us, right? We have a guy, Nicholas, just now. He's actually running a program right now to help some people. So you can donate through us. We will give it to him, and then he will go do his Wi-Fi program.
Yeah.
Yes, and then however much that you donate, of course 50. If 50 is the number that we suggested, right? If you want to donate more, you can, and then we'll match that amount. And at the same time, you still get one private consultation session between me and Aaron. If you want to get that, right, just in our link below, siow.com, sign up your name and then your email, phone number, and then write in there's a box that says question. So you just write
one-on-one consultation.
Yeah, I want to be part of the Wi-Fi initiative program, and we will. Yeah.
Or simply you just comment one-on-one, and then our admin will just communicate with you. Yeah, that will be the simple way. Okay, now let's have our next question. Thank you so much. Hey, by the way, all of the question is very inspiration to us. If you have any question in your mind, don't hesitate. Just type, and we will just answer you. And that is what we find passionate. Like that's how keep us going, and we really love. If I'm agent in a small town, should I do branding? Yes, actually quite relevant and quite relatable to the question that we answer just now. It's not about how big your township are. It's about how you want to portray yourself in the market in next few years' time. Like I said, it won't be immediate result. It won't be like 2 weeks later. It won't be 1 month later. But collectively, a lot of small effort that you put in this industry, the value that you bring it out to the markets, to the society, the community, and your face that keep on showing out, like most importantly, you have to show your face. Like I know some people may not be comfortable to show face, but personally, I feel that if I can encourage you, show your face more, because people will remember your face. Yeah, you see, if let's say today, me and Aaron, we don't show up, I will just put up a photo of ourselves, or probably not ourselves, a photo of a mascot. not even our face. And then we do the same thing. We do the same, like whatever question we're answering. Like probably 1 year later, you still don't know who am I. You still don't know who is actually Adrian, right? But today, just because you see us, keep on seeing us, these two guys okay, he'll answer any question related to property. So put up your face so that people will remember you. And the thing is this, I think the catch is actually like, we just want to do it for long term. And you won't stop it after that. You actually keep continuing contributing. And the best part is what, because everything is actually digitalized. Digitalized means every content they've created, you can reuse it. Like just now, Adrian just said, if you guys want to know anything about Zoom, just comment Zoom. Why? Because he did this content like 1 year ago. That is just when we still started to use Zoom. So previously, the traditional way of doing branding is just like you putting out a billboard. After the period of time, sorry to say that, people tearing down all your things and you can't reuse it. Even though you want to reuse it, you need to find a place to actually put it like that big size, Like it may not be so convenient, right? But everything about digital, like if you remember that you did this before, then now you're asking me about this. You say, okay, don't worry, I send you. Or just go to my Facebook and just search for anything, and then you see it. Or just go to my YouTube channel, just search the keywords, and then my video will pop out. So this is a good thing about digital content, that you can keep on reuse it, and eventually collective of all these things will become a branding of yourself.
All right. And I'll add on like if you are an agent in small town, you should do branding even more, because don't forget one thing, which is word of mouth.
Yeah.
When you say you are from a small town, right, that means there's not many people in that town. And by the way, if you do something related to the town, let's say how many cafes are there, what the best food, the potential development of this little town, right, the property price around this area, don't you think that the people will feel very resonated, right? Because most people always talk about like topic from big cities, and not many people would want to focus on small town. And by the way, this is what I call niche, right? When you are from a small town and you talk about that small town, you found your niche, right? And these people would resonate well. And then in the future, people want to buy property and then they don't know who to buy it from. They ask their friend. Their friend will first remember that, I watched this video before. This guy talked very good. I think you can go find him. That's what I'm
One thing that I suddenly remember, Adrian, like since you talk about this small town, right? Actually, buying property, different years, it involves different generations.
Yes.
Like the most importantly is like whenever I have the needs of buying property, your name or your face actually appeared in my mind, that I will immediately know where to find you. Okay? Like that right now, let's say suddenly you think of like me myself, let's say I suddenly think of eating a pizza. I'll have a familiar pizza shop that I love the pizza, and chances are I don't know the phone number. And then what I will do is I'll just Google it, and then I will find the name, right? So you see, the linkage here is like that shop will appear in my mind, and then I will keep finding it until I reach the phone number, I call, I make an order, right? So you see, now if I have the needs of buying property, what would the buyer naturally will do next? Chances are the parent will introduce. Chances are he himself will ask a friend, or he himself have a guy that he trusts, and then he just communicate. So why not you be that person? Yeah.
So do that. Right. So I think any more question?
This is probably the last one. If you have any, just in time, probably can shoot it to us. And then what else? We'll see you in our one-on-one consultation, and we limit to only 30 slot because we can't do too much. Time is always a very limited resources that we have. Okay, long video versus short video. Which one better? Like I said, depend on your purpose. Like today, in fact, we spent about 1 hour and 15 minutes already. And I will consider this is actually a long video. However, it doesn't defeat the purpose that we are doing, the outcome that we want. But if we were to apply this to a short video kind of like direction, it will be a wrong way. But it actually serves different purpose. So depending on what you want to do. So I will say that for a start, if you do long video, chances are you have to take a lot of content in order to make it a long video. Why not start it from a short video first?
Yes. Another thing is live video got one challenge, right? Is can you hold the attention of your audience for this long? I mean, like there's still about 30 people of you watching. Thank you guys for staying with us for after 1.5 hours. You see, like seriously, sincerely, thank you. Like spending 1.5 hours with us, you could have watched a movie, right? But anyways, live video has one challenge, which is can you hold the attention of your client, of your audience, right? You need to engage them. You need to like talk to them. That the way that you carry out the video, so it's challenging in a way, right? So if you don't want to go through that, you just want to like kickstart your journey, right? I'll say that start with something easier lah. I think TikTok video is not that hard to do lah, right? Reels 30-second video. Just watch how people do it, and then you can do it. Or you can do this with strategy, right? Do a live video like this, long form discussion with you and a friend. Then you won't run out of topic to talk about, and then you download this video, and then you cut it into small chunk, into short videos. There's no better. There's only complementing each other.
Yes. So I think that you can't say which is better. It's just that what are the outcome that you want to see yourself. That what is the purpose that you want to use this video, and then long video you can do it like live format, or just now that I did mention about using Zoom to do a discussion on a topic, and then you just repurpose that Zoom, make it a topic out there, and then you can just post it into YouTube, send it to your buyer or wherever that like you don't expect people to see it, but there will be people that wanted to see it, and you will send out those short little clip to people and then ask them if you're keen to see our full length of video. I can always send it to you, but you just need to comment like full. So that you will test the markets that okay, seems like this guy is interested because he sent me full. So I will just send my video to him 1 day or 2 days later. I will just follow up. Oh, by the way, Mr. Buyer, if you don't really finish the video and tell you, don't worry, I can spend my one-on-one private Zoom session with you, so I can do more presentation to you. So you see, everything it always link back to your marketing, your outcome, and it digitalize your business.
Yes. So I'll say that first step lah. Adrian, can you bring that up the four useful steps so
Sure.
that I can tell them? Yeah.
It always come back to this. It's always come back to this. This is a very useful formula.
Yeah.
Okay.
So understand your outcome first, then you know what you want to do, and then you just choose the platform that you are comfortable with, right? And make sure you go list out whatever resources that you have, and whatever resources that you don't have, can you get those resources by being resourceful, right?
Yeah.
And lastly, right, use all these things to stay connected with your buyer. And trust me, by doing this, you will become a really, really good digital realtor.
Yes.
Right. So that kind of wraps our thing today. Aaron, yes?
No, I mean, like, just because of so many platforms out there, a lot of people stop by just don't know how to start. And in fact, the reason why these people don't know how to start is because they don't know what are the outcome that they want to reach out to. So that's the biggest reason. So why we put this number one is understand what is your outcome. Like just now the question is like long video or short video. I will just ask, what is the outcome that you want to see? Then once you know the outcome, you will do it. Let's say, okay, I will discuss about Damansara area. And then I just cut it a little chunk, like probably 1 to 2 minutes in the specific highlight. Right after that, what I'll do is I'll just share to all the buyer, comment, full, or whatsoever. If you want to see more, just comment. Then you reach out to people that wanted to buy this property or interested about this location. So there is always a step-by-step doing it. And these are the 4 steps that you want to do it.
We have one last question here.
Yeah, one more last question.
Yeah. Thank you guys for asking. Right. And by the way, if you find this session useful, be sure to share with your friend. Right. Yeah. So the question is, can we copy someone sharing and post? Example sharing is on taxation and banking. Okay. I would say yes and no. Okay. When I say yes, right, you can refer to the post, no problem. Because when we talk about all this digital thing, right, usually there's no exact copyright protecting anyone, because whatever you post on Facebook actually belongs to Facebook. By the way, you actually agree to that when you when you click I accept the terms of using first thing. But no meaning that you don't copy bulat lah. Don't copy exactly. When I say refer, you actually go through a few of different kind of article and post, and then write your own. I think that will be a better way for you to put it lah. And by the way, all this taxation banking all these things, right? Actually, there's also a very important thing, which is you don't want to be giving the wrong information. So it's good that you verify with your friend before you actually share this, right? So back to the earlier question, like what if my content is wrong, right? So you verify first to prevent anything is wrong, right? Yeah, my suggestion. Aaron, what do you think?
Okay, for me personally, like you need to have certain knowledge on what you are sharing, because we don't just want to copy and paste without knowing what you're sharing, because sometimes you may say the wrong thing if that person shared the wrong thing, and could be a very dangerous thing. So unless you really know what is this post is all about, then why not you try to spend like a good 1 hour, since right now we have so many time that you can actually utilize and make it to be your content, make it to be the way of your saying. Because at the end of the day, a good content, because today we are not talking about the content thing, but just add one point to the content, is at the end of this content, what you want the people who see this content to do. That is what we usually call to actions. Their call to action may not be the same as you. Okay? Yep. Their call to action maybe go to like the person page. And then you share the content, and then eventually people go to like their page. So is this what you want or not? So my point is, why not you take 1 hour, since you have to know about whatever that you're sharing, make it to be your content, and then think about what are the call to action that you want to have. Probably share this post is a call to action. Like this post and comment something else is a call to actions, Comment something else and I will share the video about me sharing about this topic is a call to actions. So what are the call to action that you want people do after seeing this thing? You decide.
Yep.
So first thing, don't share things that you don't know, because that can be very dangerous. Secondly, like usually we don't touch about quality and all this thing, right? That's quite standard. Third, try to repurpose the content, even though it's a standard content. Let's say moratorium is quite standard, even though different people are talking about it, different people do content about it. And I can also do content about it, even though the content may be the similar, because it's the same topic from a government, right? So HOC. Yep. So these are all the things that you have to be really understand what you're sharing, and then what's the call to actions, and then what is the follow-up action after that. And this is, I would say, is a complete circle.
You always add in your own story and also example, right?
Yeah.
Is it knowledge and things, right? Actually, it's like reuse all the time one, right? But today, when you copy bula, then people will feel you copy law. But today, if you use that knowledge that you learn from someone else and you add in your own opinion and also your own example and your own experience, then it will sound very, very differently.
Yeah.
So I'll say that.
So usually, most of the time we don't reinvent the whole wheel lah. But we just add something to the wheel so that it make it like our kind of version, So that's how. In fact, like every time the thing that we are shared, most of the time we are shared from our own experience.
Yeah.
All right. So before I end today's session, just a recap, like, to be a digital router, a lot of people don't know where to start and don't know how to start. And some seems to be very blurred about it. And some seems to don't start because of a very fear about it or scared about it. Like so many things want me to do. I need to see camera, I have a camera fear and all these things. But me and Adrian actually list out 4 steps so that you will eventually make the whole thing more easier and simple. Always understand what is the outcome. Pick the relevant platform. We have so many platforms out there, TikTok, Reels, Instagram, and all this like Facebook or even Zoom. I would say it's also a platform. Pick the relevant platform. Understand available resources about you yourself. What is your strength and what is your weaknesses? Those weaknesses, okay, you can actually leverage on other people's strength. Okay, so this is something that be resourceful. Okay, know how to work as a teamwork. So this is how you can do it, right? And then last, use all this content. Always stay connected with your buyer, because we are talking about digital routers, not just digital platform. Okay, digital routers today, you need to eventually convert things that you are doing into sales, right? Into money, right? So always stay connected with your buyer. How? Use all this content, video, posts, or maybe short clips and all these things, or reels. So always send to a buyer, right? So before I end today's video, help us share today, like, because we are doing this white flag initiative to only 30 slots, that me and Adrian is actually contributing our time on one-on-one consultations. And what you need to do is very simple. You just need to donate 50 ringgit to any community that you like, or any charity body that you like. Or if you don't know where to donate to, you can donate through us, that we will pass it to Nicholas. If you don't know who is Nicholas, just roll back our video at 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, we actually introduced Nicholas, that he's actually helping a lot of families. So what we'll do is like every single cent that you donate, we will top up the same amount. You pay 50 ringgit, we will also top up 50 ringgit, and in the same time, we will also did a one-on-one consultation with you. So that, I think, it's quite of like meaningful. Okay, and we kind of like wanted to see you more in our one-on-one consultation, and that will probably last about 45 to 1 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, learn something today. If you learn something today, comment yes in the comment section. Comment yes, we want to see it. And then be sure to screenshot this live video, screenshot and post it on your IG story. We appreciate that, right? Just let us know the one thing, the one most resonating idea that you get out of this video today. Post it in your IG story, tag us. Our IG handle is down here, and then write the one idea that resonates with you the most, and we want to see it. Okay, so thank you, Edna, Louis, Jeanette, right, Esther, Jane. Thank you guys, and hope to see you guys soon. Right?
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.